Hello everyone, this is RTR Football Manager speaking, and yes, you are back for another video tutorial on what it means to have a good coach and as well as how you can choose them. And without further ado, let me just begin. You are looking at my training summary, the training page of my club, Newcastle United, and right now just take a look at this bottom right, the training rating is here. Now basically this little bar here, summary bar, the panel, excuse me, is showing what kind of quality your players are receiving for training from your coaches, and this is directly linked to the attributes of your coaches. As you can see here, tactics for Ryan Giggs, 4.5 stars. Tactics for 4.5 stars, right? If I unclick them, it'll be dropped to 3.5 stars because there's another coach assigned to tactics. And so you can see that a coach attributes is heavily reliant, or sorry, the quality of training is heavily reliant on your coach abilities, be it whether for tactics, goalkeeping or ball control. They are very heavily reliant on your coach attributes. And you might be asking, so what if I have good ratings for coaches? Does it mean a deal? Unfortunately, yes, for player development. Let me just show you real quick for players. Where's Ryan Taylor? Alright, Ryan Taylor. Now you can see here that his marking and his acceleration is having two green arrows that's pointing up. It means that they have just experienced growth in that area. And how do you get this growth for your players? Basically, number one, you get quality training from them, from your good coaches, and if you give them match practice such as first team duties for your first team matches or reserve team duties, they can actually increase in their attributes, and you can develop a fine player or a youngster from into a wonder kid at any time. Of course, given time and effort, of course. And this is one way you can develop your players, and that is why good coaches are crucial for your team's development. And without further ado, let me just show you real quick a training tip on how you can assign your your coaches for the best kind of quality for your players. Right, best kind of quality training for your players. And right now, as you can see here, I've chosen again Ryan Giggs. Well, I like him as an example, and right now he has 4.5 stars for rating for tactics. If I actually assign him to all the rest of the training categories, you can see here that his quality drops down to 2.5. Of course, all the rest gets his attention, but it's gonna drop in quality, and that is not very good. It's not wise to have this kind of rating, because you will actually drop in your overall quality if this goes on for all of your coaches. So it is always good to focus one training category for one coach at any point of time for the best results on training and player development. Alright, another thing about good coaches is that they offer good backroom advices, and you can read up my blog on that. I've spoken much at length at how they can recommend good backroom staff, and how they can tell you about your players as well as your squad. How you can actually improve on your squad. But let me just show you how you can actually choose a good backroom staff. For now, I'm gonna jump straight into some things that you can actually that can actually help you in your search for a good coach. And as you can see here, in this backroom advice panel, you can actually see that Scott Sellers is one of the subject titles, and you can see my coach John Owens is recommending Scott Sellers as an additional or excellent addition to the coaching team. Now, in FM or in Football Manager, one thing bad about Football Manager is that you can never predict a coach potential. You can never predict a coach potential, but you can only tell how good he is at his current ability. Although yes, he just like any other player, he has room for improvement. He can grow. So that is just one thing lacking about that. And basically, if you actually click on him, Scott Sellers, alright, you can see his statistics, but you cannot tell how, how good a training he'll give to your players. Now, in my blog, I've actually started a little application right here, my Flash application, and you can see here I have a staff rating calculator by myself, yours sincerely, and I can actually tell what kind of training attributes this Scott Sellers is gonna give me if I input his attributes in. And let me just show you a little demonstration. He has attacking for 14. He has defending for 10. He has fitness for 7. He has 7 for fitness, I'm sorry. I keep saying the wrong stuff. And goalkeeping is 1. Mental is I guess it's 12. Tactical is 9. And technical is 16. His determination is 10. His level of discipline is about 8. And his motivating is at 9. Alright, I've input all his attributes in, and once I click the calculate button, boom. As you can see here right now, his strength rating, it actually is compliant to these ratings here. Let me show you. It's actually exactly the same as what you see below at the training summary. Where strength, he's at 2 stars. Where aerobics, he has, Scott Sellers is at 2 stars. Goalkeeping is 1.5. Tactics at 2.5. Ball control rating is at 3.5. It actually corresponds to the ratings right here. And you can see here that he's not a very good coach to begin with only an average of, or the best of his ratings are at 3.5, and most of my ratings here are 4 and above. So he's not very good, and that's why I want to show you this little demonstration of how you can use my staff rating calculator, and as well as to tell you a little tip about using backroom advisors for your coaches. They are prone to error, and this is what the makers of Football Manager has made them to be. They are prone to error, and so you will want to test any kind of advice that they actually give you, and please do not blindly just take everything in, take every of the advice in, or else you're gonna get a whole lot of trouble, wasting money, wasting time, and making many players upset. Alright, and so that is all for my little tutorial. And yes, a good coach is good for good backroom advisors, and even for your assistant manager. He's part of a good coach because he takes part in trainings, and as well as giving you recommendations for your team, as you can see right here. And yes, that is all that I have to share. And if you have any questions, you can just highlight to me at my blog at footballmanagersite.com, where I have put up a more comprehensive write-up on this topic. And if you like what you see, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at RTR Football Manager. Alright, and yes, signing off. I have not much else to show you. Please look forward for more updates. Signing off, RTR Football Manager. Signing off, RTR Football Manager.